Hi everyone, Linda Israel here. Thank you so much for being here during my live stream. I greatly appreciate your support. I've pre-recorded this so that we can have some of the behind the scenes done while you listen to me for just a moment. I again want to thank you so very much for being here during my live stream. If you could, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends so that they can come join us. And if you will also give me a comment in the comment section after this video is done, and then definitely speak up in the chat and say hi. Lastly, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Now, if you're watching this as a replay, generally, if you're on a computer, you can go down below and look for the little gear. You can change that and make the speed faster. If you're on a mobile device, look up in the corner, up in this area for 3 little dots, and you can change the speed there as well. Those of you that are here live, do definitely speak up in the chat. I greatly appreciate you being here. Well, those that are here live earn a virtual currency. Junkie Joe should be coming up here in just a moment, and you'll be able to check how many bucks that you have. What are bucks? They're junk bucks. It's just a virtual point system that I have created on my account when we're live so that you can redeem those once you get to 2,000 for a $10 off coupon to my shop. So you can type exclamation point bucks to see how many that you have. And if you have 2,000 and you're ready for a coupon code, type exclamation point award, and my official note takers will take down that information. Now, if you haven't already created an account on my website at lindaisrael.com, please do so, and then send me a message through the contact form letting me know what your YouTube username is. Why? So I'll have your email address and I can email you your coupon code. Also, if you make a donation throughout this live stream, you can be added to my YouTube donators membership that I have on my website. So again, create an account, say, hey, Linda, I donated, and tell me what your username is on YouTube if it's different. That way I can get you added to that. At the end of this stream, I will have journals made, and you will have the opportunity to win one of those journals. Throughout the live stream, we'll have some various raffles, and we also have in-chat games. So be looking out for that in the chat, and I'll kind of speak it up when I get to it. For example, if you type exclamation point raffle, right now you can be in a chance to win 200 junk bucks. So you'll be well on your way to getting 2,000 junk bucks. Normally, Robin is my official note taker. Sometimes Angelica is my official note taker. It kind of depends on what's going on. These are members and administrators of my Facebook group, the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. If you haven't joined that group, we'd love to have you come and join us over there. What else? Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. Hey, if you have a question, try to put it in all caps. That way I'll see it. If I don't see it, please don't be offended. The chat sometimes moves fast, and I'm usually looking down trying to create things. So please ask again. But if you know the answer that someone else's question, please go ahead and answer for them. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see, what else? Oh, if you have a YouTube channel, you can't post your link, but you can say, I have a YouTube channel, and tell us a little bit about it. Tell us your channel name, something like that. Tell us what you do. We're going to get started here in just a moment. I'm looking at the time. So roughly 5 minutes is when I'll get started. So it should be just a few more seconds. So definitely hang out in the chat, and we'll get started here in just a moment. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I was looking at the timer and I was like, that's not right. Hey, y'all. So glad to have you here. We're going to do some junk journal creation today. I don't know if you can see this mess that I have on my desk. It's a accumulation of several different projects that I've been working on the past couple of weeks, and I happened to find a couple of Ziploc baggies. In fact, here's another one. This one is sorted. It is full of butterfly ephemera. Some of these are rubber stamped images. Some of these are printed from Calico Collage designs. This is not a butterfly, but it's a flying bug, so it gets to go in this Ziploc bag. So I have lots of little bits here. I've got some fabric and I've got my stencils out. So we're just going to kind of play a little bit. I have not even planned out what the cover is going to look like. I did print a piece of cardstock that I thought we could use as a base, maybe. I don't know, it could be the inside. I've got a piece of fabric over here. So just kind of see how this comes together, what we end up doing. Alrighty, so I'm going to show y'all real quickly. This is the March Stencil Club. There are 4 patterns on 3 stencil sheets. So this is 1 full sheet. This half sheet, you get 2 different patterns. And then you get another sheet. So this is, oh, that's not it. Just kidding. That's a Victorian lattice, I think is what I called him. So this is the full leaves. And then here is the flowers. And I guess I have put down the lined pages somewhere. Here we go. There's the lined pages. So that is the March Stencil Club. And I just created today what is going to be the April Stencil Club. So I have to show it to y'all. Not this one. I've got so many stencils. I already have planned out. This is a sample. That's going to be in the April Stencil Club. You get 4 different patterns among 3 sheets. And I thought this one is going to be really well used, I think. I drew different sizes of squares and circles, and I just like how that turned out. I love how this little heart flower with this, I don't know, pointed flower in between looks. And then I love how this, I called it a daisy around there. So that's going to be the April Stencil Club. I just thought I'd share that with y'all. So what I'm going to do first is I've got a page out of a Bible. You can use a page out of a dictionary. You can, if you don't have one big enough, you can paste them together to get a piece big enough. You could use your junk mail. I prefer using the book pages because they're pretty much consistent in texture when I'm going through the book until it's gone, and they're roughly 8.5 by 11, and I don't have to worry about bad language, you know, on my pages. No such thing as too many stencils. Thank you for saying that, Norella. You like the flower one? Thank you. Thank you so very much. So we're going to start with this stencil, but first, I want to spray the background just a little bit. So I'm going to find, what color do I want to use this time? Let's use a little bit of the teal. And then I'm going to lay the stencil in here. And I'm going to spray. I'm using purple. So that was from the, which I'm sold out of, the Enchanted Rose, the teal rose, and this is fully purple. I'm going to grab a sheet of paper. You could grab a book page. You can grab your junk mail that you've painted with acrylic paint and mop up off the stencil. Guten Tag. Hey, Lori and Sam and Angelica. Hi, Julie. How are you? All right. A bunch of the orders did finally get to go out. I got my Tattered Angels in. I love this color. And I'm only got, I think, 2 orders that we're waiting on rubber stamps from Beverly. And let's see, Barb Dingwell, if you're here, your order will go out probably tomorrow. I like the way this looks. All right, so I'm just going to flip this over. And on this side, I just want to put a little bit of color around the edge and down the center. I'm going to cover up most of it. So I just want a little bit of some kind of color. I'm going to go back with the teal again. So I'm just doing that to add color. So if you are one of those that loves colored papers, whether they be tie-dyed or just various shades of pinks and purples and blues and whatever, I like quickly spraying around the edge like that. I don't have to wait for the dye to set. I can use my heat tool to dry it, and I can have a whole stack of pages set aside here and then just color them as I need them. I have a tendency, if I pre-color a lot of paper, I end up with a stack that I don't end up using. In fact, I will show you here in just a moment. We'll turn this camera up here, and I'll show you my stack of papers that have just been accumulating over the past couple of weeks here on my desk. Got a couple of spots here, so we're going to go for a ride for just a moment. If I don't lose all my... So down here, right here on my desk, so this is where y'all are seeing my desk. There's my computer. This is just all kinds of papers, whether they be mop-up papers, gel print papers, scrapbook papers. There's some coffee dyed papers. There's some book pages. As you can see, it's deep and it keeps going. I'm trying to use all this stuff up. So if I pre-color pages, then I forget about them because they get buried. So I'm trying to do it as I go. All right, so I'm going to fold this page in half. It's still a little damp, but we shall persevere. Oh dear. It take about 2 to 3 weeks. It might be, Julie. I know it takes it a while to get to Australia. Okay, so I used on this side the big flowers. I kind of like the way that looked. And then on this side, I've got a couple of junior legal notepad paper. And man, that's stark white, isn't it? On that page, that's just bright white. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my spray box out again. And just flip it. I need to add some more papers to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up in here. I like doing this on copy paper where I position my papers that I want to spray so that there's a little bit of a border all the way around. It's kind of washing out, I know, but maybe if I do like that, you can kind of see that. Paper, paper, and more paper. Exactly. And that's just over here. Then there's another pile over there. And there's another pile right there. And there's an... Robin's been here. She knows. All right, so let's use... let's get out this leaf pattern. So this is from the March Stencil Club. All right, so I like this little leaf pattern. So why not? We did the background is teal. I'm going to put this on top of it. And I don't want it to be too bright. So I've got some purples here. What is this one? I've got Lavender Vibe. It's a lighter purple. The lavender, I think it's called lavender something in my shop. That's because you can't get this one. Or can you? Oh no, that's from the Positive Vibes kit. So yeah, if you don't have the Positive Vibe kits, I still have a few of those. So it's just a pale purple. And we're going to make another mop-up page. But I think what I'm going to do instead is just go back to this page. So that'll put a pattern on the back side of this page. So it just kind of puts a subtle pattern. And there it is on this page. Well, you know, I'm looking at this and this sure is stark white. So I'm going to grab, this is vanilla rose. So what would be, you could use the walnut stain is close to this one. I think there was another, the Out to Sea kit. It seems like it had a beige color in it. This is kind of a, it kind of looks like a rose gold to me. Vanilla rose is what I called that. All right, so we're going to dry this real fast. You love paper, Lori? I do too. I love lots of paper, and I have a bunch of it. Hello, Maria. Hello, hello. Thank you, Sam. You like that stencil? I like the way it made this kind of a circular pattern. I'll take my little jacket off. I put it on because I went to the shop real fast to get those stencils. Henry cut them for me. And it was chilly. It's not super cold, but chilly. All right, so these are going to go on here. They're still a little damp. So I'm going to let those dry for a moment. And I think what I want to do is we're going to stamp around this outside edge. So I'm going to grab a stamp. I like doing this because I can come in and make all these cool patterns on my pages, and then I can also mix them with the digital papers. All right, so I've got some archival ink, jet black, and I've got the beach rose. This is one of those that I feel is, you need to have the Bella rose, you need to have the beach rose. Let's see, what else? The leafy vine, the flowering branch is another one that I like. The oh, we're going to use them, the textured edges. We're going to get those out here in just a second and use one of those. Those are some of my staples. They don't get put away. They stay on my desk and I use them all the time. And I think that you should have tools that you love that you can use all the time and not just only have them for special occasions. Oh yeah, in a fall colors. Exactly, Lori. That would be really pretty in fall colors because of the leaves. Let's see how that just kind of adds a little pattern all the way around. All right, so now I'm going to take these pages and I've got from the textured edges. I'll line this up here. It kind of reminds me of a damask look to it. Oh, I didn't get it stuck. All right, ink it up. So I'm going to stamp down the edge. Try to get it off the edge just a little bit. Try not to drop the stamp. And then I'll just overlap it just a little bit. Sometimes it goes a little crooked. It's okay. We're just kind of adding texture, right? See how that looks there with that all the way around? We need to put some distress ink on the edges while we're at it. We'll do that in just a moment. Okay. What did y'all do this weekend? Did you have a good weekend? I didn't do a whole heck of a lot. We left the house a little bit on, when was it? Henry had to work, so I was trying to remember what day. One of the days he didn't get home till really late. Maybe that was Friday. It was like 7:45 before he got home. And he got home a little bit earlier on Saturday, but not a whole lot earlier. So he's had lots and lots to do. We didn't go anywhere yesterday. I stayed home. Henry went to work. Again, he had lots to do. So I kind of played in my craft room a little bit and was getting sorted some papers a little bit to get ready for today. All right, so now I'm just going to use some walnut strain distress ink and go around the edge. And this paper is still a little damp, so I'm trying to be very delicate with it. Okay. Sometimes before I spray my pages, I'll go ahead and go around the edges with distress ink, just because it makes it a little bit easier because the page isn't wet. Okay. We're going to end up covering up these holes that are at the bottom of the page. Yay, Robin! Oh, happy birthday, Rhonda! Happy birthday to you! Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm looking at this to see where the top of the page is, where the bottom is. I think what I want is I'm going to glue these somewhat in the center of the page, but down over, there's little holes here at the bottom of the page. So I'm just going to glue this down with Mylene's tacky glue. I did find another small bottle that is clean. I don't even know what I did with the other bottle. I stuck it somewhere. It was getting really grody looking because of the glue on it. And I was able to go to Hobby Lobby. I think I went Tuesday. Yeah, I think it was Tuesday. The last week of their 40% off coupon, so I could use a coupon to get my glue because they don't ever put that on sale. They put paint and paper and all the other stuff, but not the glue. So I got some glue. So I'm set for a couple of months maybe. I'll have to go to a different store and use a coupon to get some more glue. Unless Hobby Lobby decides after a month that they are losing too much business because people weren't coming with their coupons. We shall see. All right. So see how we took that book page, Bible page, we sprayed it with some Tattered Angels and did some rubber stamping. We did some rubber stamping on a junior legal notepad on there. And then we've got some space up here to decorate. So I'm just going to kind of grab some things that I have here. For example, oh, well, I do have these already done. So maybe we can get away with that. And I'm kind of looking at my sample that I made. And I kind of had a square, there's like this piece could go right there maybe. We could do friendship off the side of it. What do you think? Something like that so far. And then over here, I've got the word beautiful. I was trying to see if I could find something little. Oh wait, let's look in here. Let's see what I got in here. I've got some butterflies. Trying to use up what I have. There's a really bright orange butterfly with black, but I think that's too dark. It's going the wrong direction. Let's see. I don't know why that's in there. That's not a butterfly. Why are you in this baggie? You do not belong here. Maybe what I'll do instead... Oh, I got a little dragonfly. Why don't we do something like that? And put that over there. Yeah, just a little something. So I'll put that down there. Oh, and I have some of these paper flowers on my desk. wait on that for a second. Oh, I know what else I want to do too. I'm just going to go all out on this page. We're going to have all kinds of layers of stuff. All right, so I've got these little paper flowers. Maybe this kind of purple color. Yeah, I think that'll work. Nope. You love the butterfly? There's a lot of pretty butterflies. Or Norella has a lot of things in her digital kits. I think this butterfly is from, oh, I don't know if that's from the Outrageous Orange kit. Maybe Norella remembers. It's one of the kits she made for me. All right, so I'm just going to trim a little piece of this rhinestone. Put that right there. Put that right there. Just kind of gives a little bit right there. But wait, there's more. So I think this is from Serendipity or One Fine Day? It's just an overall print. Norella, if you're still here, I want more like this. What I want to do is I'm going to take this and rip out just where this cone, I think I call it a cone flower. Echinacea, is that the name, the scientific name? Could also be a zinnia. Kind of has that look. And I'm just ripping it. I'm just using my fingers to help guide where I want to tear it. Okay, so I just ripped that. Set that aside. I'll grab my Distress inks and let's go around this edge real fast. Oh, you got both COVID shots and you're going to start traveling tomorrow? Well, yay! Well, remember though, you still have to practice social distancing, wash your hands, because even though you have the vaccine, doesn't mean you won't get COVID. All right, so I'm looking at this. I think I want it kind of like that on the page, and it'll split the page, okay? So you'll see it on either side, but you get your writing space. So we're using the digital, we're using our book pages, we're kind of mixing it all up together. All right, so what I want to do is I'm looking at this, and I know I don't need this area at the bottom. Y'all probably can't see that, but it's kind of sticking off. So I'm just going to rotate this over, and then I have my giant pencil from Canvas Corp brands that I've had forever. And I just made a little line, okay? And I can use my scissors now and cut that off, or I could cut it off after I paste it. I'll go ahead and do it while it's in my hand like this. And then we're going to go over that edge. And I'm going to glue this down on the page here, like that. Hey, Jennifer, welcome. Glad you're here. Oh, thank you so much, Rhonda, for your donation. Thank you, Barb, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got your order. Minimal reaction. Arm got swollen, a little sore. Hubby got a fever. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad you didn't have any issues. My aunt got her first shot and did not want to get out of bed. So we were a little concerned. They bribed her with a hamburger. She loves hamburgers, so they bribed her. She's 80 something. They bribed her with a hamburger to get her out of bed. All right, what do you think? What do you think of that side of the page? Is that kind of cool? Something you could do? You could even add more stuff up here, but I wanted to see the pattern in the background. Okay, so now I've got this side. I still have a little space down here. I've got some gel prints here. Let's kind of dig through. I didn't pre-plan this whole page. I just kind of planned it. Ooh, maybe this page. What if we made a pocket out of that? So we're getting truly eclectic look here. And then I saw, oh yeah, I do have, okay, perfect. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this, about a 2.5 inch strip. This is a gel print that I made. It looks like it's using one of the stencil clubs. All right, thank you, Naomi, for your donation. Set that over there. All right, so I've got this that's going to go across there. I need to put some distress inks on here. And I'll go ahead and go all the way around the edge. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Naomi. Yeah, there's been different reactions to it, and I'm glad that you didn't have a bad one, and I hope anybody else that gets it doesn't have a bad reaction, that it's all some smooth sailing. Someone said this morning that Johnson & Johnson has just come out with their vaccine, so there's more coming out on the market. All right, so I just got 2 pages of book paper glued together. And I did that so that I could use that across the top here and give this page, which is just copy paper, a little bit more strength. I think I also want to change, I don't know, I kind of like the ivory on here, but I'm wondering if I want to change that to a purple. Purple? Make this a purple strip across here. I think so. I think that's what we need to do. We're going to have to do it. So I'm going to get my purple out, and I've got a paintbrush. So I'm just going to take my paintbrush and dip it in here. Oops, try not to get on my actual journal page. This way, it doesn't take as long to dry. If I spray it, it seems to take just a little bit longer, but if I can keep this somewhat minimal, then it'll go pretty quick. All right, clean my brush out so I can use it again. Alrighty, let's dry this. And I think what I want to do is I'm going to glue this down on top. So we'll have a little pocket, and I'm going to leave this little flap for a moment so I can have the full height of the pocket. So we're just going to glue this down. I'm doing all the way across the 11 inch paper. That way the pocket just goes from one side to the other. Just kind of line this up. Okay, I like that. And what I'll do is I'll trim off some of this down here at the bottom because I don't need all of that. I'll use that to fold up, and that'll be my little tab for my pocket. Okay. All right, so we've got that portion so far. Now, I have some different images here. I kind of like this one. That's kind of pretty. What else do I got? So I got a little journal card. Oh, we have this piece. Maybe. I've got these little labels. This says journal. Maybe we would do that on here instead. Maybe we'll add a little. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Fold this in half so I know where my halfway point is. Okay. And then if I put this over here and I have a little birdie right there, I think I don't need any more texture behind here. So I'm going to glue these down. Again, I'm just trying to use the things I have on my desk. Norella has this as a kit that's journal and diaries, 2 sheets of different things. This is from the Artful kit that I have as a digital download in my shop. Okay, I like that. And I want a secondary pocket over here. So let's see if I can grab maybe another scrap of paper or something. Oh, maybe this will be big enough. I kind of like that. All right, so I'm going to trim this piece. My desk is a mess. It's crazy. I figured, this is realistic, y'all. This is realistic. All right. Kind of like that. Just a little double layered pocket there. And then we'll put that on here. So I'm going to do some distressings around this piece. Oh my goodness, there's stuff everywhere on my desk, y'all. This is from, I think, the faux postage from Norella. I think I want to make these the full use of the pocket. So you're getting the full idea here. We're going to take a piece of paper. I just take a 1-inch strip of book page and I'll glue it to the back side. But I'll do it so that I have a little bit of a hangover here. And this will be how I can make a little pocket here in just a moment. Oh, thank you, Irma. Thank you so much for your donation. Hey, those of you that are donating, don't forget to head over to lindaisrael.com and make sure that you create a user account on my website. And then send me a message through the contact me form that says, hey, I'm so-and-so on YouTube. I donated. And that way I can connect your name and email address with what you use here on YouTube. And I can get you set up in my YouTube Donators Membership Club, which is free, but you donated, so you get an opportunity to get discounts on products from my shop. All right, so what I'm going to do with this piece is we're going to glue on the back side, but this craft cardstock is kind of plain and boring. So I'm going to go ahead and glue my strips down. But I think we need to alter it just a little bit. Maybe we'll just get a rubber stamp and stamp on top of that. Oh, thank you, Margarita. Thank you for your donation. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for, supporting me and being here during my lives. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, how did you find me? Those new people especially. How did you find me? What brought you here? Did a friend bring you here? Did you just happen to stumble across this? Love to know. Some of y'all have been with me for so long you don't remember what you ate for breakfast yesterday. So how could you say how you found me? And I'm among those. What did I have for breakfast yesterday? Oh, we had oatmeal. I made some oatmeal. All right. Let me get this out of the way. All right, so we need to do something on here. So we're going to put this fold the little tabs back. Fold this little tab back. Poke, 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 poke. All right, get in on the raffle. I see it now. I see it now. You got an otter or a sloth in there? Oh my goodness. All right, so if we're going to put that on here, we need a little pattern behind there. So let's grab a, well, let's just use the same stamp. So it just adds a little pattern to the background. So when we put this on top, look how that changed. Isn't that crazy? All right, so let's glue these together. Glue them together. Put this out of the way for a moment. All right, y'all get in on the raffle. You're going to get 200 junk bucks. All right, so I'm going to glue this down. So line it up, line it up. And then this piece is going to go, let's put it somewhat in the center. All right, so that's going to go right here. I know, I was off camera, sorry. I'm just putting strips down the sides so that my pocket will be ready here in just a moment. This time has already gone by so fast. Time is flying by. All right, so I'm just trimming. All right, everybody get in on the raffle. Okay. Oh, up here. I was going to do this earlier and I forgot, so I'm going to do it right now. I've got some fibers here. All right, did you all get in on the raffle? Stumbled in a few weeks back. Well, we're so glad to have you here, Margarita. You came for free advice, Robin says. Well, I hope you like the advice you get. This day has gone by really fast. Yeah, I kind of agree. Ah, so Rhonda said, I found you on YouTube, and then I found you were an Oklahoma girl, and I knew you were okay. Well, of course. All right. So the winner of the 200 junk bucks, and again, that is a accumulation that once you get to 2,000 of those, you get a $10 off coupon in my shop. So let's pick a winner for 200 junk bucks. Julie Parker, you won 200 junk bucks. Yay, Julie. All right, let's reset this. Thank you, Janice, for your donation. Thank you. All right, so we have some elastic buttons and rhinestones. All right, so we've got a little giveaway. This is some items that Robin gave to me. She was cleaning out her stash. So this is, oh, it looks like it's coming apart. Some elastic. It's like elastic cord, 1 millimeter. It's starting to come off. Some little buttons that are self-adhesive, so they got adhesive on the back. And then here's some little rhinestones, kind of a gold yellow rhinestone. All right, put that up over here. Y'all enter the raffle. All right, so this is going to go on the bottom of my page down here. So we need something up here. Let me fold this over. Fold it over. I'm going to fold this over. I think I need to make some writing space. When I did my sample, I used some little tear-off notepads. So let's grab, do we want, since we did a lot of purple, maybe we should do a pink. I've got this pink. So this little tear-off notepads. And that one's pink. I think I like that pink, just for a pop of different color on there. I like it. Do you love it? Do you want more of it? All right, so that's going to go down here on the bottom. This is going to go on the page. I think we need to stamp, and we need to apply some distress inks. Calico, oh, one of Norella's images. Okay, yeah. Well, I've been on Norella's design team since January of 2017. And then we've started doing collaborations where she has made digitals for me to put in my subscription boxes. All right, so I'm just adding a little distress ink. That's going to go there. This is going to go up here. All right, so we're going to stamp around the edge. I think we'll go ahead and use the, let's use the same stamp. We've been using it, so might as well. I already have it out. All right, so I'm going to stamp up the side. Across the top. Down the middle. Across the top. Keep going. You're almost there. Don't give up yet. Okay. Whew. Get your shoulder work in. Oh, I see purple and orange, lime green go amazing together, Naomi says. Okay, I like that. And then I like, this is going to go on here. So we need to add a little pattern. Because, you know, we're going to go all out here. We got to have lots of pattern. All right, so this is the, I think it's called Victorian panel. I think I called it Victorian panel. So let's put that on here. And I've got, I don't know what color this one is. Let's see. Well, it's not coming off. And I don't see my pink. Oh, well, we'll just use milled lavender distress ink. So I'm going to load up. Just a little bit of a purple hue to it. I'm using these oval makeup brushes. YouTube, or not YouTube. Where are they from? What's that store where everybody buys the stuff that comes from everywhere overnight? Amazon, that place. And besides, if you're going to order from Amazon, please use my links that you'll see in the description box, because I get just a little bit of a commission if you're going to buy it anyway. Okay, I like that. Okay, we're getting there. We're starting to cook now. I think I want to stamp down this edge. Yep. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it. I've got my archival ink again. This time I've got the flowering branch, and we're just going to go down the side. Like that. You see it? It's real subtle. So you can make your own stationery. Go down the side. Oh, yay! I'm glad you got your package, Sam. I knew it would be there. It's just a little delay. We had some snowstorms that hit Oklahoma. Okay, I like that. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so, you know, I had this from earlier. let's just use it. So what if we did something like this? If that went up here, it kind of layered over that. Yeah. All right. Oh, and let's just use this yellow over here. Well, I'm glad you liked the journal, that it came. Thank you so very much. You love that stencil? Thank you. I hand draw all my stencil designs. Occasionally, if it's a graphic, I may use a free domain and graphics to make them, but if it's a pattern like this, I drew it. Okay, I think I like this. Naomi was wanting orange and green, but we're going to put a little yellow instead. Okay. I saw, what is this? We've got find joy in your journey and happiness blooms from within. So what if we were to put those across the top here? Now, do we want maybe some pink fabric? I think pink fabric. Do I have a little strip of pink fabric? So what if we did that across the top here? And you can see that you can keep going. You can keep putting things on your pages as much as you want. You picked the journal on the canvas fabric. You love the look. Well, cool. I'm glad you like that. Oh, thank you, Margie, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are so sweet. Thank you, lady. All right, so we're going to put, find your, I don't know, maybe I may not use this one. I may save it. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of like that, though. All right, so we're going to layer this up. First, what I'm going to do is I want to get the most bang for the buck, if you will. All right, so right about there. So if I look at this, I'm going to glue one down and then glue the other side down. I'm trying to make them somewhat even. Just in case, who knows, this may become the center of my journal. And I like the symmetry. All right, so we just kind of come right there. And we'll do the same over here. Australia. Ah. Thank you, thank you, thank you all for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you're getting some ideas. I mean, I know I haven't done a whole lot here so far, but hopefully you're getting some inspiration. Okay, so now let's put this in the corner. So now you can't tell that I used a book page as my foundation. All pretty colors. You like this color combo over the other? Okay. Well, I just want to show, you know, granted, it's not necessarily things that we would normally put together, but they just kind of blend together. All right, so I'm going to glue the pocket down. And then I think we're going to go over to the sewing machine here in just a moment. So we'll get the sewing lamb cam out. Sewing lamb is coming up. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to look at this again to see if this is what I want. Is, do we want these on the sides here? And if that's the case, then what I'm going to do is take, got a little book page here. I find that if I am going to sew on thin pieces of fabric like this, if I just get a little scrap of a book page, I'm trimming it so that it won't be wider than my fabric. Of course, you may like that look, so you can do that. But it'll be a little bit of a foundation underneath, so it's not so flimsy. Because sometimes trying to sew on a piece of fabric with a piece of paper is not easy if there's only one layer. But this way, it's not as wimpy, okay? And I'm just putting a tiny, tiny amount of glue. We're going to go to the sewing cam here in just a moment. We're going to go over to the sewing machine. I'm going to use a zigzag stitch. I have it set to 2 and 2. I have an electronic sewing machine that I really like. I got it a few years ago. Got another scrap of fabric paper here. All right, is that one too wide? That's too wide. Let's just trim it just a little bit. All these scraps of paper that I have on my desk come in handy. All right, smooth it out. I think this strip was tore at a little less than an inch wide. So that's why I'm having to trim all my papers. Hey Terry, did you get my email? You should have your coupon code. All right, find the joy in your journey. All right, so we're going to go to the sewing machine and we're going to stitch around this. Oh, thank you, Irma, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're going to have to get busy. All right, let's look here at the sewing machine. Thank you so much for your donation. All right. So over here at the sewing machine, and I've got it set, like I said, zigzag stitch. We're just going to stitch right around the words here. I didn't even check. Hopefully I won't run out of bobbin thread. You don't have to sew it together. You could just use glue. If you want a dark area around the outside edge, you could use darker distress inks. Oh, I'm not in the camera. Okay. Let's do this one. Sewing. And it just takes practice using your sewing machine. For those of you that don't know how to sew, it's practice. That's really all it is you just take the time to practice. Do it. Do it on your scraps of paper and scraps of fabric, and then it'll be easy. It'll just all fall together. All right, so let's put them right side up like that. So we've got lots of collaging going on. Sewing or a sewing stitch cam. You always forget to use your sewing machine. Well, I find that I leave mine out. I use it more often. I was telling someone else the other day because they were like, how did you have your sewing machine? I have it on a TV tray. That way it is temporary, that if I want to move it because I know I'm not going to be sewing, I can. But I find that if I just go ahead and leave it there, I'm like, oh yeah, let me sew. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and fold this page in half. All right, so we put some flowers on this side, so let's put a couple flowers over here. I've got this light purple. Maybe we'll put one right there. And I think this darker purple. Darker purple. Maybe like that. And like that. I know, I got too much stuff on my desk. Can y'all see that? I got a mess, man. Yeah, like Naomi says, get a blank piece of paper and practice lines and boxes. That's how she learned. Oh yeah, and then you can cut it up after you've sewn all over it. You've got a little interesting textured piece that you can use. Let's put that one right here. Can you believe it? I'm using embellishments, y'all. It's like crazy town here. Can you believe it? I'm trying to use up this sheet of embellishments, and I've been using it now for, what, 2 months, maybe 3? Trying to put little rhinestones. I don't like a lot of 3D embellishments in my journals. I like to keep them relatively flat because it's easier to write in them. If you want to add them, you may want to add it after you're done writing, because then you know that you've got all your stuff down and you just add some embellishments. All right, so for the pockets here, I have a whole stack of journal cards. Like, we use that yellow, so why not have a different yellow right there? And what else do I have here? Well, I thought I had another one. Oh, maybe this one will work. This will be good. This is one of Norella's. And then this is one where I made a collage sheet and just put a bunch of stuff that I glued down, rubber stamped over it, and then I cut it into strips. And then this was just a piece of scrap of paper, and then just rubber stamped over that. And then down here I've got a little pocket, and I think this little journal card will fit there. And I saw somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. I don't know, maybe is that too much? Yeah, let's do that. Distress ink. I cut up a bunch of these, but I haven't used the distress ink yet on them. You have no space to leave your sewing machine, hence the reason why I don't sew. It's a pain getting it out and packing it up again. Gotcha, Julie. Well, maybe you just need to find a spot that's where it stays out all the time. What else do we have here? Well, let's do this. I was going to do it in, but I think I like that. There's 2 separate pockets here. Okay. Bright color. Can't spell today. Reject shop. All right, so here is a journal page that we made. Fun. Okay, we got one done. Here's a different page that I made. This was my inspiration. I used the same elements here, just different colors. Journal card that I made. This is another journal card I made a while back. Different sayings. This pocket was a scrap left over from the All About Robin kit, and then this was a book page that I put over I just did a couple of layers of book page, and then I just made a couple of layers of little tuck spot there, and then that's the other side. This was done in pinks, so you kind of see the difference. The same print, but doing it in different colors. Isn't that kind of cool? How that comes together. All right. Ah, yes. And we got a mess. Scooch back. Let's clear some space. You have a small house. Gotcha. Just right there. Easy for you, Sam. Thank you, Jennifer. I have 3 beverages here. had some tea, I have some water. And we don't drink soda pop that often, but I had some soda pop left. It's flat. I found out that my daughter's adopted mother, that sounds really weird when I say that. Her name's Patty. I went to visit a while. No, she came here to visit. And I hadn't opened the new soda pop yet. And so I poured some. And she's like, ooh, it's flat. I said, it's okay. I'll drink it. So I had to get her a fresh bottle because she was like, ew, that's awful. I was like, sorry. Yeah, it keeps you being a minimalist for sure. If I had a smaller house, I wouldn't have near as much stuff as I have. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I've got a business envelope here that I want to cut, first of all. So I'm going to take my paper cutter, and I'm just going to cut off a little bit of the end. Okay. And then I'm going to flip this around, and I'm going to trim it to be 8.5 inches. Okay. So there's my envelope. I trimmed off this portion, trimmed off the top, so now it opens all the way up. Okay. And I didn't realize that this one was a security envelope, but we'll just make do with it. Okay. We're just going to let it work. All right. So the first thing I want to do is I want to decorate this just a little bit. I'm looking at my sample. Okay. I don't need to do. Okay. So I'm going to get a scrap of paper. I've got some Distress Oxide in Dusty Concord. I'm going to come right around the window here of my envelope and all the way down. Why? Because I'm going to collage around the window, but not all of it. So I decided this was the easiest way for me to add a little bit of color to that. Okay. So while I've got this, heck, we used this stencil already, so let's just use it again. So I'm going to put that on and do the back of my envelope. I like this lavender color, Dusty Concord. It's just a kind of a pinky purple. You love this idea, Jennifer? All right, so there is one side that I just opened it up. I put a little Distress inks on there. All right, so this side, on my example envelope that I paid attention to, it was white on the inside. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the purple over it, and let's see what it looks like. I think that'll be okay. We'll just go ahead and give it some texture and color. So it's not just boring gray. I need to sort my stencils again. I've got so many now that I forget to get them out and use them. Oh, my shoulders are tired today. I went to the gym and he had us doing, first I had to do back squats, barbell back squats. I only back squatted, what was it? I think it's 95 pounds. I'm still working on my form. So let's just kind of give a little pattern over the top of the other. You can still write on top of it. And this we're going to add some other stuff, and we've got this one back here. So let's go ahead and add some Distress inks all the way around the edges. I almost need to put this permanently on my hand. I don't need to go that way, but I want to go this way. Okay. Oh, you love envelopes with Bible verses inside? Oh, that's cool, Lori. Yeah, get out those envelopes and use them. They can be a journal page. Okay, so far I have applied a little bit of color to my envelope, right? This is the beginnings of a pocket that I made that I'm going to glue down over here. So I took a strip of paper, I think it's 3 inches, and I did a 1/2 inch on the bottom, and then I did a 1/2 inch at the top. I just zigzag stitched around it, and we're just going to glue this down right here in this area. But before I do that, I'm noticing that here and here, okay, I have some blank space. So I've got, it's not flowering vine, is it? I think it might be flowering vine. I want to stamp that right here on the end. And then we're going to stamp it kind of alternating it in different directions here. So that when I put this down, I think I'm going to go ahead and stamp right there. So it kind of just fills that void in. It's kind of barely peeking out. Let's go ahead. Okay. I feel better now. I got it done. All right, so we're going to glue this down. Again, it's just cut at 8.5 inches tall. You think the U.S. craft stores are why your husband wanted to move to Germany, Jeanette? So you couldn't go to the craft store as often? Oh, too funny. All right, so we're going to glue this down right along this edge. So this is going to become a little side pocket that you can put some stuff in. Okay, I like that. All right, so then I have this faux postage image from Calico Collage. And I'm going to glue that right down here on 2 sides to make that a tuck spot. Okay, and then up here I've got, where'd it go? No, I kind of lost it. Oh, there it is. It says admire. We're just going to kind of put that right there at the top. It'll kind of hang off a little bit, so I won't put glue over the whole front half here. I'll just put it on the back half. That's going to be here adhered down. Okay, I like that. All right, so let's open this up. Now, what are we going to do in here? Oh my goodness, there's so much to do. So, I'm looking at this window that you'll see here. What can we do? I've got this butterfly from the Butterfly Beauties Cube. Yeah, I was going to say, you'll find some craft stores in Germany. So, I'm going to come right behind here and stamp this butterfly kind of coming down the window. So when you close that, look at there. Isn't that clever? All right, and then I've got one that I fussy cut out and colored, and we're going to put that kind of over the top of that. Hello, Suzanne. So glad to have you here. If you would like to make a donation, you can use the super chat. That is part of YouTube. They get 30% of that. Or you can use the Streamlabs, and I get all of it. I think maybe 3% or something. All right, I'm just kind of scooting it over just a little bit so it's in the window. Okay? And then the outside edge is kind of blank, so we're going to grab that same stamp we used on the front, and let's just stamp all the way around the edge. Just the way, oh, there's a little bit of transparency film there for the window, so don't smear it. Give it an opportunity to dry. I'm just kind of rotating my stamp every so often so it doesn't look like I just plunked it down in the same direction every time. Okay. Trash. I do throw some things away. Okay, so there is the beginnings here. I have a little piece of fabric that I thought it'd be really cute if it was right here on this edge. So I'm just going to put a little drop of glue there and fold it over. And then we'll sew it here in a moment. So sewing lamb cam. I'm going to sew here in a moment. Right there. And then I went ahead before the live. I used one of the dominoes from, it's like a whimsical set, I think, of dominoes that Norella has. And I had some fabric, so I just thought that would be really pretty to put right there. Husband doesn't want you in the spotlight. Yeah, I know. Isn't that terrible? I can't believe it. I throw something away. There's another scrap that can be thrown away. Oh, really? Yeah, she has to touch everything before she leaves the store. Yep. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go to the sewing machine. I'm going to stitch right down this edge. Don't forget tools. You got to have tools. You got to have tools. All right, so we're going to stay at... Oh, you're probably talking about guy tools. No, I have to have girl tools. So I just stitched across there. Sewing lamb, we're done. I already sewed it. This is another one of Norella's faux postage images. So we're going to glue that down. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't stamp on this side. Linda, how dare you not stamp on the whole thing? All right, so we're going to come in here and fill in the gaps. It kind of covers up where it had printing on the bottom here. Yeah, they do the same everywhere. Fabrics are all about how they feel to me. Yeah, you got to touch them. You got to feel them. All right, so now I've got this faux postage image that I'm going to put right here. Yeah, his tools are far more expensive than yours are, Cheryl. I think I have more tools than Henry does. I even have a scroll saw. All right, so you liking how this has come together? But wait, there's more. All right, I need to wash my hands off a little bit. Get a drink of water. How's everybody doing? I think what I'm going to have to do is count how many pages I have, that I've made ahead of time, and see if we need to make any more. All right, so here we are with this part. So you probably saw this a moment ago. I took 2 book pages and glued them together. And if it matters to you when you glue them together, you might make sure they're going in the same direction. My example didn't have that. And because it took so long for the Tattered Angels to dry, I just went ahead and did it ahead of time. So here's what I did. I cut these two book pages, cut off the area where there wasn't any text, and I trimmed it to be 8.5 inches tall by 6 inches wide. Then I came in and scored at the half inch, so this is 5.5 inches wide now. Then I took my Tattered Angels and just sprayed pretty much around the perimeter. I don't know if y'all can see the gold. This is a party pink, and I did it on both sides. So now what I'm going to do, I've already gone around the edge with Distress Inks, is I want to stamp around this outside edge. And I'm looking to see, okay, yeah, I used the Beach Rose stamp. So I'm going to lay this flat, and you're not going to see a lot of this page, so I'm just really trying to stamp right around the outside edge, a little bit of a pattern, which kind of helps distort the book page underneath by stamping over the top of it. Okay. So this is where I can add an additional pocket or more writing space, whatever you want. If you had some acrylic paint, you could swipe it in the middle, and then you would have some writing space right there on top. But what I'm gonna do is, I've got a couple of Calico Collage images. These are from her new botanical pages, and I just thought it would look really cool with that pop of pink, just for a print, something pretty. No purpose, I just wanted something pretty in there. So maybe you've got you went traveling and you picked up a postcard, or you picked up a brochure from that place and had a pretty image on it, and you just want to stick it in your journal. Well, here's a way to do that. So I'm just going to glue this down on top of the book page. The book page is too thick, 2 pages thick, just so it has a little bit more stability. Thank you, Kimberly, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we're going to put that somewhat in the center here. We're going to go to the sewing machine here in a moment. So we're sewing cam lamb again. I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to glue the other one on the back side, but I'm going to try my best to line them up on top of each other. And I don't need a lot of glue because I am going to sew it down. But if you're not, then you want to make sure it has a good adhesion. So I'm just kind of looking to see if I've got it lined up. If I only had one layer of book page, it would be easier. But silly me, I wanted to make it nice and sturdy. Well, I printed these images as an 8x10 image on my printer, so it was smaller, and I knew that I would have a border around the edge. So that's a little trick, that if you want to layer some of the digital images on top of other papers and you want to have a little border, well, then print them as an 8x10. So I'm going to go over to my sewing machine, and we're going to stitch right around this outside edge. Gotcha. Some people, you don't print, that's fine, you don't have to. But if you had, like I said, a magazine image that you liked, you could use that. Wallpaper sample would be another example of pretty images that, if you like those, or wrapping paper. All right. So we just stitched all the way around. Okay. You're on your 4th printer from Epson? Well, I'm sorry, Barb. That's terrible. Thank you, our Cracker Box Collage, for being here. Hello. Welcome. I love my HP printer too. All right, so what I'm going to do now is this is what I call a tip in. When you make a page that has this little flap, then you could take it and glue it into your journal and you have another page. What I'm going to do is make this a part of my altered envelope here. So I'm lining it up on the edge to where this piece wraps around to the front. And we're going to glue it down right here on the front. Like so. Get rid of the lamb for a moment. Marry these together. I think I put... No, I didn't. Okay. Now you could, if you wanted, you could have taken this over to the sewing machine and stitched right down this edge, if you so choose. That gives you goosebumps to do that. So if you have your journal now, so I'm just going to get a piece of paper just to show you. You would come to this page. This is what the back side would look like. Let's flip a page. Then you have this page, and then this will be the next page, and then whatever's the next page. So isn't that kind of a cool way to add another journal page? I hope you like it. All right, so I've got this little guy, and I didn't put a journal card in this pocket yet. So let's see if I have some already made that I can use. Maybe. Let's see if this is, okay, that'll work. All right, so let's put some Distress ink on the edge. I think this is from the Artful kit. That one's from the Artful kit. I'm going to put it, yeah, we'll put it right here. I'll put it down at the bottom so you get this layer, but you still see the window. And then this, I think, is from Serendipity, possibly. And we're going to put it in the other page that I made. All right, so I didn't give you a lot of measurements, but I based this strip on how deep from the window to the top of my envelope, okay? So this one, it was deeper, so I made it a little bit deeper over here, but it's the same concept. I wrapped the paper to the front, I filled in with the rubber stamp, I've got a pocket here, I've got a tuck spot there, and then you open it up. I chose a different image there. Did the same butterfly. Here's our little fabric piece, different image there. And then I just picked different images from Norella's kit. Okay. You like that new butterfly stamp? Well, thanks. I'm glad you like it. Thank you so much, Suze, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I guess you figured it out, right? Hey, and reminder, if you donate, make sure you go over to my website, lindaisrael.com, and create a user account. All right, so I'm going to count these up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. You like this new butterfly? The big monarch? All right, so here is a mop-up page. This is using Feeding Frenzy, okay? And we are going to add some distress inks. I didn't do that ahead of time like I normally do. I think we may end up grabbing, I've got some coloring book pages. I have some scrapbook paper here. I may do that for another page or two. Okay. So, I'm going to fold this in half. Okay. Thank you, Suzanne, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah, use an online program. That's your hub's name, Feeding Frizzy? You're looking for floral stamps I can use to watercolor paint. This is the Bella Rose stamp. I have it in 2 sizes. This is the medium, and I have the large. I like to watercolor on the beach rose. I have a Queen's Anne lace in my shop. These are all from Beeline Designs. I am their exclusive online distributor. They're based in Oklahoma. So I'm just using the Bella Rose around this outside edge. Stamp it out. Stamp it out. All right, so we're going to figure out what are we going to do for the cover of our journal. I think what I'll do is I'll dig around here and see if we can't come up with maybe a couple of these journal cards that could be turned into something on the front cover. Okay. So I just stamped around that edge, and it just changes how that looks just a little bit. I have a painted page, so here's where I took an old gift card or credit card or plastic card, and I scraped paint across it, and it's just a book page. And I have the Monarch butterfly. It's a new butterfly stamp in my shop. And we're going to stamp over that. And now, because it's acrylic paint, I will hit that with my heat tool to dry it, because the ink will rest on top, and you really want it dry before you start handling it, or it'll smear. Oh, you're doing the Lucky Little Clover, Janice? Oh, good. I hope you like that one. Did I find the note stamp? Calico, or they don't have note stamps. I am looking into, gosh, if I can just get more time in the day. I have equipment that I can use to make rubber stamps. However, I've never done it yet, and there is a certain way that you have to have your images ready in order to laser cut them. I figured out how to do chipboard, and I figured out how to make stencils, so I have to next figure out how to make rubber stamps. And I've just got to figure out how to get my image the way that I want it so that it cuts it correctly. So if that happens sometime soon, my plan is to create different stamps. For example, I want some that say notes on it, and I also want to create some dragonfly stamps. I also want some more flower stamps, floral background and or focal images, kind of like what you were saying you wanted for watercoloring. All right, so I just fussy cut that out. I'm going to use some distress ink to go around the edge. I'm just kind of adding a little bit to it. Okay. And this is going to go over here. And then I used the rubber stamp. If nothing ever changed, there would be no butterflies. I just stamped it onto a scrap of paper. It was from the edge of a book page. And then I put it onto a piece of fabric, zigzag stitched around it. And of course, there's my Bible page on the background. I'm going to glue it in this upper corner. Oh, one that says thoughts, you stamp that out with your alphabet stamps. Yeah, that would be a good one too. Oh, Barb, you were saying Scotch tape. I think you might like... These are called textured edges here. And let me get this and put this right there. So let me stamp these onto a scrap of paper. There's a set of 4. So here is one of them. Okay, it's a kind of a crackle texture. And then this one, I don't know, this kind of a little dot distressed edge. You see that? And we use the one that I kind of think looks like damask. And then here's another textured edge. So depending on what color paper you use and what color ink, you get some really cool effects with that. Okay. I'll go ahead and stamp the 4th one. So it's a set of 4 stamps. Textured edges. You're very welcome, Barb. Don't fall. Okay. So now I'm going to take this butterfly. I want to fold my page so it doesn't accidentally go over to the other side here. And I'm going to glue that in right there. Textured edges. No, it's not sealed yet, Barb. It's not sealed yet, Barb. Send me a message if you've got more that you want. I'll get an invoice created. So that's the side. Just, you know, texture, color, fun. All right, so here is a book page that I happened to tear. And then I've got another saying, shine like the stars. But I want to change the color of that. So, grab my spray box. Getting my messy page here. I'm going to lay that in here. So what color? So my sample, I did kind of a teal color. I guess we could do the teal. That would show up. Just kind of quickly spray that and I'll hit it with my heat tool. I do not sell the clear blocks, Cheryl. You can get those at, I don't know where you're located, but Hobby Lobby has those on 50% off quite frequently. You can buy them on Amazon. You can buy them at other stamp stores. It costs too much for me to keep the inventory of the blocks that you can get at all these other places right now. I don't know. I mean, I've thought about buying them, but trying to get them for wholesale prices, I have to buy a large quantity. All right, so we're going to take this and put it right in the middle. Like so. See that? And I think might as well, I'm going to go to the sewing machine. Y'all talk amongst yourself. I didn't give y'all the sewing cam, lamb. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to sew it. All right. So then we've got this, shine like the stars. And I'm just going to glue that across the top. You have some from Fiskars, a set of 4. You know, I have a bunch of blocks and I always tend to have them scattered everywhere. I'd love about 10 more. Because some of my stamps I like to keep mounted because I use them that often. All right, so there's that side. So then we're going to flip this open. Oh, and I haven't even shown. Okay, I'm going to give y'all a tease, a quick tease. Who knows what the next subscription box will be? Can you see that? This is going to be one of the chipboard pieces in my next subscription box. Okay, Robin's computer froze. She'll be back. Y'all know what the next subscription box is going to be? What do you think of that piece? You like it? And there's more. There's a whole baggie full. All right, so for the inside, I've got from the Dragonfly Delight little domino image. I'm going to put right there. And where is it? I lost pieces. No, don't do that to me. Well, I can use that one. Okay. I had pieces everywhere. Here's one. Okay. So over here, I'm going to put this Remarkable right there. I have a little butterfly that I'm going to put right there. Then I've got this collage of papers. So here's another book page that I want to spray purple. Where is it? Where did you go, purple? Here you are, fully purple. So I'm going to spray that. Oh, make sure you leave the lid on when you shake it. Let's try it. Oh, you want again? It is chipboard, Cheryl. It is cardboard or chipboard. And I have a laser, and so I laser cut it. Isn't that gorgeous? Chipboard. To play the game, Suzanne, all you have to do is whatever someone else is, when everyone says like boss, exclamation point, boss, if you love, 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 Rhonda, thank you, Naomi, thank you, Kimberly, thank you, Suzanne, or if you see exclamation point FFA, those are the games that you can join. All right, so I just sprayed that, and then I'm going to layer this on top of, this is one of Norella's new pages, and I forgot to grab the link, dang it. She just listed them today. So if you go to her shop at Etsy, Calico Collage, you can sort by, I think it's newest, latest, something like that. And you'll see her new papers that she has. And I happen to have a page on my desk and I cut it up. And then I'm just going to lay that on top. Kind of layer it up. And while I'm at it, I might as well make this a pocket by putting a little strap. All right, so we've got to figure out, now that I'm almost done with this page, what do we want to do for our covers? All right, so I think that's going to go right there. So I'm just going to glue down the tab across the bottom. And then I think I need some flowers. So let me grab maybe this flower. Yeah. Glue the flower. And let's get, oh, I need another flower. for down here. Ah, lost the lid. My lid went flying. Maybe like that. Okay. You can't believe you've missed this channel? Well, so glad that you're here, Cheryl. How'd you find me today? I have all kinds of stuff. All right, so let's put down some bling. So I've got my little bling sheet. And we're going to put that right there. Let's put one on the butterfly. I like that. And one in here. I like it. And then this is from the Dragonfly Delight planner kit. It's got the days of the week and the date, so you could circle the day and then write the date. And that's going to go right there. I don't think I put a flower on that one. I didn't. All right, so here's the other one I made, another mop-up page. You don't have to understand it. You just have to have faith. And then added the same concept, different images on the back side. What are you buying? You know, the colors all depend upon what you like to use in your artwork. Oh, there's my butterfly I was looking for. I stamp these and then color them with Tattered Angels and then fussy cut them out. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need one more book page or something. Let's just grab a coloring book page. I know it's cheating. Let's see. So I buy these at the dollar store. Let's just look here. I think that'll work. I'm just going to trim, because they're perforated here, I'm just going to trim that off. And I'm not going to add any color or anything to this. It's going to be stark white in the journal, but that's just part of the being eclectic. All right, so what I'm going to do is flip through the pages real fast, and I haven't made covers. So what is our donation situation? Oh, sorry that you're having problems, Robin. Get a raffle. Get in on the raffle. Okay. Let me show y'all the pages. So let's get on the route. Here's what's going to be the outside cover. I haven't put anything on the inside yet, but I'm thinking let's just kind of look at all of my bits and pieces that I have here on my desk. Maybe there's something, ooh, like this one might be kind of neat. Oh, I have a big yellow card. I can do a lady if y'all like this lady. Hey, lady. I could even do something like that. Might be kind of interesting. I don't know. What do y'all think? Y'all discuss that while I show you the journal pages. So we've got coloring book pages. I printed a few pages, and I had some printed on my desk, and I didn't have anything printed on the back, so I went back and printed the back. And when I did, it jammed in the printer and ripped the paper. So I ended up just adding this little domino image and book page to the edge. This is from the Enchanted Rose. This is from the Daydreaming digital kit. Enchanted Rose is in my shop. Daydreaming is in Norella's shop. This is sheet music digital kit by Calico Collage. This is from Cheery. That is a freebie that was given away inside the Friendly Giant Journal People Facebook group. And I painted these flowers. Those are my designs. It's a different one there. This is from the Shabby Floral kit from Norella. And this is from a good book. I just thought it would be variety. Again. This is a page I made. I only made one of them, but I took a gel print over here and folded it to go around the page. Added a book page and made a pocket. I also took a piece of notebook paper and sprayed it with Tattered Angels and used a stencil on it to have some writing space in the background. And then I had some of mop-up pages left over. This is some of my floral inspiration cards, or a digital download in my shop. And this is from the Artful kit. I'm going to use some of the dragonfly images and some more of the flowers. Okay. The same thing on this side, just different cards that I made. I had a bunch of these yellow cards. And I was like, I need to use them, and I think they're a fun pop of color. Here's another journal page that I made. So this one, I was trying to figure out a way to cover up a page and use everything that I had. So I had these images from Calico Collage. I had a gel print up here. This is an index card that I stamped around the outside edge. I used from the Stencil Club in January. I think it's from January Stencil Club. A little piece of fabric in a image, or what do you call that, flower. And then I use this paper clip to hold in this journal card that's in this side pocket that goes this way, because it kept falling out. And I've got another one over here. And then this is one of those tear off notepads that I put there so you could have writing space behind the journal card. This is from the Mandala kit here. And this was some scrapbook paper. And then on this side, I used some of one of my mop-up papers and stamped around the edges. Y'all saw that. And then this is some journal cards that are from, might be Serendipity. I keep saying that. I like that kit. Okay. Whenever I spray a page and have a void, I stamp around the outside edge. This was a doily that I sprayed, and I just thought that kind of made a neat look there, and just collaged a few things, piece of scrap of fabric and rubber stamped butterfly. I made another one of these little pockets over here on this side. This is the Quilted Starburst stencil. I know, we got to do the raffle. I'm busy. Here's where I used another piece that I tore. Put on here, stamped around the outside edge. I didn't add any embellishments to these because I just thought they were neat the way they are. So it's just some coffee dyed paper. I stacked my stencils and painted my papers with coffee and let them dry overnight. And then you've seen the other pages that we made today. So let's do the raffle. Let's see who wins our little goodie pack here. And I just dropped something in the floor. What was it? Okay. Our little goodie pack. Oh, thank you, Naomi, for your donation. Thank you, thank you. All right, she's busy. Leave me alone. All right, the winner of the goodie pack is Terry McManera. Well, good, because you're going to be placing an order soon with your coupon code. Congratulations. All right, let's see what else I have up here. Okay. We'll do this. All right, so I've got another goodie pack. So we've got butterfly rubber stamp, bling, and stickers. All right. We're going to do one more giveaway here. So I've got a rubber stamp. This was given to me by Robin. Some Gem self-adhesive stick sheet. Some cupcake and ice cream and watermelon puffy stickers. And then these are pizza, ice cream, taco, sushi, donut, French fries stickers. So it's an eclectic grouping of things. So y'all enter the raffle. All right. So I'm kind of thinking, I didn't use any ladies in the journal. So maybe we want to use other images. Like we could use that. Look at this piece. All right, so here's what I want to do. Something, piece of glass. All right, so you love those? Well, yeah, I'm glad you do. All right, so there's nothing on the inside here. I think what I'll do is we're going to decorate the outside, and then I will just adhere something to the inside to cover it up. All right, so there's the front. What if we were to put this guy like that? Yeah. Or, no, I think I like this one. Maybe. I'm kind of playing it out here. Let's see. That was bright. I'm trying to use all the things I have. Oh, we might use that. I'm trying to limit myself to the things I have here on my desk. I think maybe we won't use that. Maybe we'll bring that down. Let's add some distress inks here. Although I like this pink. Use the green, she says. What green? I don't know what you're talking about. And what if we were... I have diary. I have a label. I don't like that. I have bloom. What if we were to... Let's look here. I think it needs another layer. I have a gel print here. I wonder what happens if we were to... All right, so I'm just kind of layering this up. Ah, tore more than I wanted. Neon green! Pastels. Okay, I think that needs some distress edges. I got 2 covers to make. So if you don't like what I'm doing here, you're going to have to be very specific because I cannot see the chat. You struggle with green? Thank you, Jeanette, for your donation. I kind of like that. I do agree, though, about green in the background. What if... Let me see what I have in my... what if we did something like that? I think I like that. All right, so let's tear it. So this is where I would clean off my brayer whenever I was doing gel prints, and I would just kind of grab a blank book page. I think we could offset these. I like it. Help us out. I've got some green. That's better, Sherry says. Okay, so if we put that down and put this over the top of it, kind of layering it up like that. All right, I think, therefore, do I want? Nope. I do have. No, it's too much. I have a little scrap of this. No. My scissors have run away. All right, so let's just cut this right up here. What if I were to spray that pink? Can y'all even see that? The blue is hiding too much because there's blue in the background. Maybe what we need is a piece of pink. So you're saying to replace the teal with maybe, how about the pink? Yeah. Yeah, we'll do the pink. Okay, so I'll take my ruler. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is rip this, just so it's not a straight edge. Okay, and I'm going to line this up here. Ah, thank you, Margie, for your donation. Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm just going to tear this. And then line it up. Okay. So now, what if we did something like that? Yeah, put the white lace under. I was thinking about spray painting or painting it, but I'm thinking maybe we can get away with, I want to go that way or this way. It's got a little smooch on it, so I'm going to spray it just slightly. And a little bit of the, so it's not quite so bright white. And you want to be careful when you use a heat tool on it, it'll melt. Okay. All right, let's put some distress inks around the edges of this guy. Okay. I think what I want to do is I want to glue these two pieces together and stitch around the edge. And then this will go behind. And we'll just cut off what we don't use. Okay? All right, so let's stitch this real fast. Okay. And I think we need some distress ink on the edges. The pink was much better. You like that better? Okay. All right, so I'm going to glue this piece down. Oh, thank you so much, Kimberly, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, and we're going to glue this piece down, kind of down here in the corner. And I'm just using Aleene's tacky glue on the back side of this fabric. Smoosh it down. And then I'll just trim off any extra. Thank you, Margarita, for your donation. Oh, Cheryl, you don't have to register on Streamlabs. Don't go through that process. If it shows that, ignore it and start over, or just use YouTube. All right, we'll put that like that. Then I have the word bloom. Okay, I think I want to go back to the sewing machine one more time. Get a little bit more glue on this piece. And I'm going to stitch around this pink piece, just on this outside edge. Oh my goodness, we have enough for two? What does it say? Sometimes I'm too lazy to change. Okay. Sometimes I forget to fill my bobbin. So that look better? Stitching around that? You like it? Okay, for the inside, I'm going to dig in my papers here. Oh, that's already been trimmed. It's too small. It won't work. Here's a polka dot one. So you go from there to there. All right, so I'm going to put some distress inks around the edges and let's just glue these two together. Just babbling. Okay, I didn't know if I was missing something. Yeah, don't pay for the donator service. Just go in and do the free. I have on my blog how to use Streamlabs, Cheryl. If someone wants to, of my admins, check for that blog and share that link. All right, so I'm just going to glue these together. And then we're going to make one more cover and put the journals together. Ah! Now let's see if I can line it up. Line it up, line it up. It's different than light it up. Okay. Now, if you want, you could go ahead and go around the outside edge with stitching. I'm going to leave it. You're loving the layers? Thank you, Royal G. All right, so that'll be one cover. All right. So the last time we used this side, so this time I'm going to use that side. So it has more pink in it. All right, let's see. Come on now. Now, do we want to use something really bright and bold and use the yellow on here? Have layers there. A little scrap of purple. Maybe. I don't know. I don't even get to keep one. Thanks a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think I like that. I think we could stamp on this piece. Let's do this rose on here. Yeah. Again, I'm just using what's laying on my desk. I think I have enough. Okay, gotcha. Forgot the pass. You got it, but forgot the password. You can always tell it to send a new password. Ah, gotcha. Put the purple on the green side. Oh, you mean on this side, Naomi? Well, I didn't like that look. I wanted this look. Maybe if I do it more. Or like that. The text was upside down. I had to fix it. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these two pieces down and glue this over the top. Okay. Put that over here. And then I'm going to put this purple kind of poking out on this side. All right, now. Put that right here. And then this is going to go like that. Maybe down a little bit. Okay. Woohoo! Do you want want some junk books, Margie? Oh, my desk is a mess. All right, let's put that right here. I think I'm going to go to the sewing machine and stitch around this postcard piece. And then we'll pick a word. We got glorious, elegant, beauty, affirmation, adorable. What do we want? I'm going to stitch around this. See how that looks stitching around it? You love this style? Well, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you so much. Okay, so glorious. Maybe with a piece of purple. Let me get a... I think I like that. All right, let's put some distress ink. Scrap of paper. Oh, need to trim it first. Gotta trim it just a little bit. Okay. I forgot to move the cam. Sorry. Looks like a greeting card, Robin says. Yeah, you could use a greeting card. You could use a greeting card. You like the yellow? All right. I think, yeah. Yep, that'll work. Oh, you got a jelly plate? I have several gel plate tutorials, Cheryl. Check those out. I have a bunch of gel print tutorials. I'm moving it down just a little bit so you see that torn edge. Okay, I like it. All right. We need to do the inside page. Oh, I have this pink stripe. I'll put that on the inside. Robin, come clean off my desk. Yeah, I've got it. I plan on doing some gel printing. If I go tomorrow, I've got an appointment for a little bit tomorrow. And then when I get done, if I feel good, hopefully I do, I want to do some gel printing with my new stencils. New stencils. All right, so we're going to lay this in here. But I got to clean my desk off first. Oop. Almost lost a butterfly there. All right, let's distress the edge. Fold it, and then we're going to put these journals together. We're running late today. Gets out the fan, Ames. But there's too many good things to just let it blow all around, Robin. All right, so let's fold this. Oh, good grief. Taking lots of notes. All right, so there's another journal cover made. All right, so let's get these all laid out. I've got to clean off my desk because I can't see a thing. I'm just scooching it back. Okay. So, coloring book pages, printed pages, printed pages, printed. Okay, I think I want to start with that printed page. And then, do I want that? Stack together. Okay, so we're going to put this in the center because I like that look on there. Then I've got Funky Fun page. So do we want that? I don't even know why I put the butterflies like that when you're not going to see it. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's swap this around. Maybe we'll put that behind here. Okay, I like that. All right, let's do those. And then we've got that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got it all sorted out. And remember, you know, you can sort them all out like I just did, kind of guessing where you're going to put everything. And then look at it, you know, figure out, is that really what you want? So I'm just stacking the pages. I'm going to do a pamphlet stitch here in just a moment. Now, I make my journals like this style as smaller journal inserts, and then I put them inside a Midori style cover that I make. I don't typically make special covers that are the wide spine, if you will, unless it's the Midori style. All right, so if we kind of look at this real quick, you can flip through it and see there's our different styles of papers, mixing the printed papers with the collaged papers, the stamped papers. Okay. Yeah, I love using adult coloring books. All right, and then here's the first journal cover we made. So we'll line these up. That dark coffee dyed paper. That's where it was resting on the stencil. It came out really dark. Oh, coffee pages! Okay. So we did a lot today, didn't we? We made a lot of things. All the things. So I'm getting my tools out. I've got my little junk journal tools tote bag. I've got my giant paper clips. Here's my bookbinder's needle. All right, so first thing, I want to make sure that all my pages are lined up where I want them. And then I will put my giant paper clip in here to help hold all the pages together so they don't shift. Now I'm late today. I'm late. I'm usually got more done. All right. Oh, I need my template. I have a little template that I make. Has the markings where I'm supposed to put my holes. Here's my piece of fun foam, and I V up my pages, and we're going to poke 3 holes through the V'd up spine. I'm using the Tim Holtz craft pick. Close it. Then I've got wax linen thread, and I want 3 times the height of my journal. Yeah, I rarely coffee dye. 1, 2, 3. What's the name of the coloring book? One moment. I don't even know if you can find it anymore. That one was called Adult Coloring Book Flower. And it was from Vision Street Publishing. Hopefully if I get that slow enough there for you. Printed in India. 6008 is that top number on the barcode. Okay. It takes too long, you get bored. Yeah, and that's kind of why I like doing the 10 sheets of paper folded in half. And that's pretty general, a good sized journal insert, especially when you can put them inside the Midori cover. Occasionally I still like to make my big journals. I'm not quite done with my black and white journal. It's going to have 3 journal inserts, and I'm going to have a large Midori style cover. I'm almost done. I got a couple more videos to edit. Alright, so I'm just making sure that's tight. I just did the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. If you didn't understand, I do have a tutorial that slows down without all the interruptions on how to do the pamphlet stitch. I will leave the tails a little bit longer. We're running out of time, or I would put charms on there. All right, let's get the next journal. So again, I'm just making sure my pages are centered. The coloring book page is a little bit shorter than 8.5 by 11. Okay. Poke 3 holes. Call me in the morning. Oh, was it? Knock 3 times. Come back here. Behave. All right, we're going to flip through the journals as soon as I have them bound together. I'm also going to pick the winner of the goodies, the rubber stamp, the bling, and stickers. So if you haven't already, join the raffle. Now, if you want a chance to win one of these 2 journals that I've made today, oh, thank you, Cheryl, for your donation. You made it. You figured it out. Make a donation of any dollar amount. Do make sure you go over to my website, lindaisrael.com, and create a user account. Then send me a message that says, hey, I'm so-and-so. I donated on YouTube today. And I'll get you added to my YouTube donator membership on my website, which gets you a 5% discount on stencils and stamps and Tattered Angels and chipboard and some of my other products. Okay. So let me do this. Get this out of the way. Here's our prize. And then I'm going to start the raffle here in just a moment for the journals. So you just need to enter here in just a moment. If he didn't give you any junk bucks, he didn't love you. Yeah, a Midori style cover. Here we go. So this is from my Punked Out Steam kit. And this is a Midori cover that I made. First, I made a bunch of gel prints and I scanned them into my computer. And we have a large format printer that's a direct to garment printer. And I printed on fabric. So these are all my patterns on fabric. And then I made a cover that the insert, oops, I almost tore up my journal here, that the inserts fit in. So these are just like the journals that I made today, that they were then added. I'm trying to get to the center here. They were added into this bigger journal with these bands. So they'll come out, but yet I have 3 of them in one cover. And I sell covers in my shop. All right, so the winner of the butterfly stamp, unless JJ has allergies, you'll be happy to clean up all the scraps, Cheryl. They're everywhere. I'm going to spend the day cleaning. All right, the winner of the goodies is Lori Merchant. Lori, you're going to get the little goodies. All right, so these people have donated today. Cheryl, Margarita, Kimberly, Margie, Jeanette, Naomi, Susan, Kimberly again, Irma, Margie again, Janice, Margarita again, Irma again. Thank you so much. Lori Merchant, Naomi, and let's see, Rhonda and Barb. Oh, that Naomi donated twice. All right, so what's going to happen next is I'm going to reset the giveaway, and only those who have donated. So those names that I called off, those people are eligible to enter this last raffle. If you want a chance to win, then all you need to do is make a donation of any dollar amount. I'll get my pen out. All right, so I sat on the journals while we were waiting. I'm going to go ahead and sign the back here. All right, and I'll get the other one. And so there's room if you want to put a pocket back here. Hey, and when you win one of my journals, if you want to take it apart and make different journals out of it, it does not hurt my feeling. You can do that, okay? All right, so here's the first cover that we made where we layered on the book page. I have a little piece of lace. It's kind of sticking out. I sprayed it so that it has that vintage dirty look to it. Yeah, I have the covers in my shop. Layered a Calico Collage image onto a painted page. This is some of Norella's words. I resize these and print them smaller. I tell my computer to print on my printer as like the full sheet is like a 5x7 or a 4x6, and it makes them a lot smaller. I just used some of Norella's printed papers there. This is another one of Norella's printed papers. I like how this little envelope turned out. And it didn't even dawn on me that we weren't going to be able to see the inside of the envelope, but that's okay. You know, you learn. And this is a bigger pocket, so if you have a longer piece that you want to put in there, you can. Then we have this side decorated, so you get those layers. This was a mop-up page, coloring book page, coffee dyed paper. I didn't put anything on those. And I don't typically put things on the printed pages that often. Every once in a while I do. This is the Stitches rubber stamp. There's a set of 4 images that I used. Some of Norella's cards from the Artful kit. I love the pops of pink. Oh, and I didn't even realize I had these side by side. But I did. How do I resize your images? Basically, yeah, for 8.5 by 11. Basically what I do when I print is I right click on the image from Windows Explorer, and then I left click on print, and it comes up with another dialog box that allows me to choose, do I want to have a full page, like a full photo page? Do I want to print it as an 8 by 10? Do I want to print it as a 4 by 6? And if I choose the smaller images, just the way that software is, I can get a little bit more bang for my buck and get several prints on one piece of paper. Now, if I'm going to really crop out an area that I just really love and I only want to print that area, then I have Adobe Photoshop elements that I use to edit my pictures. I like how this turned out with the layers. And this is just decorative, you know, just add a little touch. All right, so this was the pink, what do you call those? Foxglove. Yeah, it says foxglove. So this is the pink foxglove. So when I go to draw the names here in just a moment, tell me, do you want the yellow roses or do you want the foxglove? So this one says glorious. We have this purple strip down the edge here. Settings. Yeah, it'll have size options when you press print. So here's the one where we stamped right side there, across here. This was the safety or security envelope. It's a neat pattern. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. That's just my general printing, you know. I like the way this page turned out. Oh, I don't ever get to keep a journal that I work so hard on. And then this comes out. So this is not in the other journal. So you've got the two different journals have different pages that did not get repeated. I like putting this over the center like that. Lots of color and texture and layers. You love that size? Yeah. Yeah, 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I think it's, you know, a good size. I know, poor Linda. It's so hard being me, Margie. I love even using the Enchanted Rose paper, you know, just mixing them all up. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Get in on the raffle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's funny that I ended up placing, oh, the dancing sheep is in the way. Good night, Vienna. Thanks for being here. That the butterfly pages were side by side. And I like that yellow. Alrighty. So, y'all ready? Yeah, I got to make 3 every week. Oh my gosh. I'll have to work even harder. Both of them have an envelope page. So here is the foxglove with this envelope. And then here is the rose, the yellow rose with its page. It's just a little different. Okay? Is that a good split screen for you? I have not used that journal, Naomi. I have it. It's right here. This is a journal that Naomi sent to me. I did change the binding. I ended up making 2 signatures. I think that's right. Journals. So I rebound them. And then put your cover, and I made it a Midori cover so they could come out because they're so floppy. This is a journal that Naomi made. And she's using Linda's Wisdom and I think the Dragonfly Delight. Didn't you use both? I see Linda's Wisdom. Yeah, there's Dragonfly Delight. Yeah, isn't that pretty with that cover? That's what Naomi made. And I just altered it. Okay, y'all ready? Thank you so much, Cracker Box Cottage. Thank you. Let's do this, Robin says. It's time to eat dinner. All right. So, in the giveaway, I see Sandra, Rhonda, Barb, Lori, Margie, Irma, Susan, Kimberly, Jeanette, Naomi, and Janice. Who are we missing? Barb, were you in there? Did I say Barb? Yeah, Barb's in there. Margarita. Margarita, are you still here? I'll give you another moment. Cheryl, did you get in the giveaway? Y'all type exclamation point. Raffle. Thank you. Yep. Linda's Wisdom, Dragonfly Delight. All right, Margarita's in. All right, let's make sure. Is that everybody? Lori? Thank you so much for being here, everybody. I greatly appreciate your support. All right, so I'm going to draw the first person. Tell me, do you want the pink foxglove or the yellow rose? That way I really know which one you want. And the first winner is Naomi. Naomi, you have won. Oh, happy birthday to you, Rhonda. That's so sweet. Yay! That's awesome. All right. Naomi, which journal do you want? And as soon as she picks, we'll draw the second person and you'll get what other journal she didn't want. All right, I'm drinking all my beverages. Cheryl says, I keep the scraps. Again, you want the yellow rose? Okay, so Naomi's taking the yellow rose. She liked the way that combo came together. All right, so the next person, you win the pink foxglove, which I think is what some others that want. So that winner is Rhonda Bennett, which is good timing because your box isn't shipped yet because I'm waiting on rubber stamps. Well, congratulations. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that y'all could be here today and see my eclectic junk journal take. I hope you like this. I don't know what I'm going to do next week. I've got enough mess on my desk to make some more journals, and I may just kind of do that tomorrow as I'm cleaning up, make journal pages. Yeah, Junkie Joe doesn't like me asking for a redraw for someone who hasn't won one. Yes, Naomi. Congratulations, Rhonda. It's because you haven't been in a while, Naomi. And you started donating and showing up when you could. So thanks for being here. I know it's early for you. Go to bed, Jeanette. Have a good night. Oh, Kimberly got her coupon code. So hurry up, get it in. Hey, Norella, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank y'all so very much. Yay, I'm glad you loved them, Lori. Thank you so much. It was fun. It was fun. Just trying to, I don't know, use up my stash of things and do a variety of things in them. I got more gel prints that I need to use. And several of Norella's printed pages. Woohoo, Rhonda says. No one's having any fun here, right? Y'all have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Norella is awesome with Calico Collage. Thank you so very much for being here. Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you, Margarita, Barb, Janice, Cheryl, Rhonda, Angelica. She was here for a few minutes. Norella, of course, and Naomi. Sam. Julie. I think she may have left. Nope, Julie's still there. Hey, Julie. Good day, sweet ladies. Y'all have an amazing rest of your day, amazing rest of your week. And we'll see you next week. Again, I don't know. We may do the same thing. I've got enough stuff here. Alrighty, I'm going to get off here. Lots of love to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for supporting me. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Norella, what's the name of this print that I used today? They come on several different patterns. I've got some more right here that I haven't cut up yet. I printed them as 8 by 10, so they got the border, so I could do more of those. It's a new kit, I think. I'll kind of give you a quick bye, everybody. You're seeing me? Okay, thank you, Naomi. Alrighty, y'all have an amazing rest of your day as I'm flipping through this kit by Naomi, or Norella. Have a good evening, everybody. Again, thank you so much. Thank you, Norella's going to grab that link and she'll post it here. It's a new kit that she's created. I'll wait just a moment. Ooh, Julie says, aren't those pretty, Julie? That's a digital kit. And I like these big patterns. Spring Flowers on Etsy. That's the name of it. All right. She's shared it. We've all said our hellos and goodbyes and loves yous and whatnots. Y'all have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here. Love you lots, everybody. Bye.